Hallöchen Leute, willkommen wieder zurück zu einem weiteren Part von Genshin Impact. Wir unterbrechen die Varka Story Quest für eine weitere Columbina-Nebenmission und gucken mal, was hier passiert. Naja, Musik, anscheinend spielt Columbina den Kohenki etwas vor. Als wir das letzte Mal hier waren, war die Leier noch nicht repariert. Das war lange bevor Columbina alle kennengelernt hat. Vor nicht allzu langer Zeit.
Greetings.
Hi.
Huh? Are you heading out, Columbina?
Yes, I need to get a lyre repaired.
What?
One of the Kuhenki's lyres is broken. She greatly values this lyre, so I wish to have it restored.
Aber von wem?
Man, Kuhenki sure are
Of course. This little one often performs around here.
You know, Paimon's been thinking this for a while, but you sure do
Well, it's only right. They have kept me company all this time.
Lama hat gesagt, dass es in der Natur der Kahunke liegt, die Mondgöttin glücklich machen zu wollen.
If you don't mind Paimon asking, how do you plan to fix this lyre? Didn't you say you'd...
In the past, small animal... All I had to do was wait for the artisan to find it. Of course, sometimes...
Seems like a roundabout way of doing things.
Warum überlässt du es nicht uns?
Yeah, just leave it to us. Who knows? We might even be able to get this done.
Very well. Thank you.
Our pleasure. By the way, what art...
I don't know her name, but there's a large mechanical hand by her door. And she lives in a round, conch-like home.
Ach, I know. Doch nicht etwa...
The aroma of crumb cakes often wafts from within as well.
Ja,
Yep.
I know.
That clears it up for sure.
Ja, das ist offensichtlich. Na gut, geh zur Konkake-Werkstatt.
You
Können wir doch
appear
mal mit ihr reden?
acquainted with that artisan. I shall await you here.
Du kennst sie doch auch. Oder haben sie sich nie begegnet? Zumindest Inefa müsste ihr begegnet sein. Hä? Scheiße. Okay, also jetzt halt die Frage, sind sie im Haus oder wo sind sie? Okay. Ja, die scheinen im Haus zu sitzen. Mal gucken.
I know. Are you home? Wait, Paimon? Is that you? What brings you here, guys? Bring me any snacks? Paimon knew you'd say that. Here, we got you these on the way. Quick, hand them over. Inefa's gonna be back soon.
Oh. Wo ist sie denn?
So, you here to hang out? What sort of fun things should we... Actually, we need your help with something.
Hä? Davon hat sie keine Ahnung, oder?
Get that weird thing away from me.
Hä?
Weird thing? You mean this... I told you! I don't mess with stuff that science and mechanics can't explain. I'm telling you, that lyre just shows up on my doorstep at random. And after I fix it, the thing up and disappears. Not that I believe in spooky superstitions. Okay. Seems like there's some sort of misunderstanding here. What do you mean?
Das ist die Leier einer Freundin und diese Freundin ist etwas schüchtern.
Yeah, she doesn't mean any harm. She just has her reasons for taking the lyre. Really? You better not be making this up. Fine. I'm trusting you on this. I'll fix this thing for you, and this time I'll try to make it last. Wait for me here. I'll be right. Knew we could count on Aino. Oh, Paimon feels a little bad. Columbina's rant.
Yes, she deserves something in return.
Exactly. What are you doing here? You scared us.
I have something to give you.
Huh? What are these?
A few trinkets the Kuhenki collected. I thought the artisan might like them. Perhaps.
Oh. Huh. What a weird collection of components. Take care on your way back. There could be people around here.
Zu spät. Paimon.
Huh? What is it?
Da. Zu spät. Oh.
Analyzing appearance.
What are you
Ähnlichkeitsabgleiche.
doing that for?
Match found. Resemblance to not cry moon goddess statues is 95%.
Sie ist eine Schauspielerin. Es gibt eine Abweichung.
Margin of error minimal. Inference assessment.
Okay, all fixed. Did a pretty bang-up job if I do say so myself. It shouldn't break ever again. Also, about those enough.
What was that last part, I know?
Oh.
Those snazzy new components worked great too.
Huh?
Who's that behind you?
Oh. Die Auftraggeberin für die Reparatur. Unsere schüchterne Kundin.
She kinda looks familiar. Have I seen her before? Whatever. The most important thing is... that's right. Also, she wanted you to have these components as thanks for fixing the lyre, I know. Ooh, let me see. Wow. These are rare and so old.
Yes.
Thank you so much. If you ever need anything else fixed, just come find me. Well, we got places to be, so... we've got to get the damselette out of here, or Ineva will recognize her for sure. Oh, sure.
Hat sie schon.
See you some other time. I gotta do some cleanup quick, or Ineva's gonna find the snack crumbs.
Alright, until next time. I know.
Yeah?
Would you like to frame these components or preserve them in any way?
What? Why would I do that?
They appear to be gifts from the moon goddess.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Na gut, wir haben es geschafft. Umarmung des Neumonds erhalten. Yay! Gut, dann müssen wir nur wieder 6 Tage warten und dann können wir hier wieder gehen. Hä? Oder? Gut. Hä? Ich wollte gerade sagen, was ist das für ein Zeichen? Gut. Nach 6 Tagen ist ein neuer Mondchroniken-Auftrag verfügbar. Na gut, dann gehen wir wieder back to topic. Zum Mondstadt und reden mal mit Jean. Dann kürzen wir hier mal ab. Hä? War das Bild schon hier schon immer? Kommt mir so neu vor. Na gut. Wir wollen den Raum verlassen und dann gehen wir wieder back to the topic. Und reden mal mit Jean. Und vielleicht auch mit anderen Charakteren, die hier noch rumschlawinern. Aber wer weiß. Okay, hier ist gerade keiner. Oh, hier sind die beiden noch.
Okay, we'll deliver these letters to the Adventurers Guild and the Cat's Tail. You can just handle the ones for the Angels share.
Okay.
The expedition is finally wrapping up. Oh, I hope the maps I made on our way there are good enough to get them safely home.
Okay. Gut, Jean wird wahrscheinlich hier drin sein. Ja, sie ist hier drin. Sehr gut. Gleich schon 2 Sachen erledigt. Geil.
Honorary Knight, you're still here?
Ich mache mich gleich auf den Weg, aber sieht so aus, als hättest du etwas auf dem Herzen.
Is it that obvious?
Huh? But Varka's coming back. The situation in Nakrai is stable. Surely things are looking up.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition hasn't. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grand...
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they, too, need protecting. And some... well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return. Until I return, I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did, but he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation.
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfenden?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god.
Aha.
And the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity.
Oh.
Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, this was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt. But these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nordkrai.
Huh?
Kann es sein?
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nordkrai. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rare as such. This tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the... You experienced the turmoil caused by Deval and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motives. Is that what he was worried about?
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nordkrai, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess we were both jumping to conclusions.
Nun besser, man ist zu gut vorbereitet, als dass es einen am Ende kalt erwischt. Den schlimmsten aller annehmbaren Fälle... annehmbare Fälle ohne einen Plan B gegenüberzutreten, das wäre doch viel schlechter.
Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency, even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action. I'm sure the Grand Master is relieved to know that it's in place.
Okay. Gut. Verlasse das Hauptquartier, was?
Thank you for being such a patient listener. I feel much more settled after talking with you.
Ja, das hört sich doch
If you
gut
have
an.
any spare time, would you mind stopping off to say hello to the other knights? I'm sure they have all missed our...
Ja gut, dann verlassen wir den Ort. Ja, ich habe ja schon mit allen hier geredet. Zumindest mit allen, mit denen man reden konnte zumindest. Na
That
gut.
turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the angel share now.
Ja gut, dann bringen wir die eben hin. Wo ist die Engelsgabe denn nochmal? Ach, hier, da hinten. Die Taverne natürlich. Dann reden wir mal mit dem guten Kaya. Und gucken, was der hier so zu jammern hat. Gut. Dann gehen wir mal gucken. Auf jeden Fall eine interessante Geschichte, diese Wolfengeschichte, die Jean uns gerade erzählt hat. Da darf man gespannt bleiben, denke ich. Mal gucken. Was? Vermisst gesucht? Ah, oh Gott, nicht gut. Taverne betreten bitte. Danke. Und los geht's.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients. How's that for a secret recipe?
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial if you're...
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so loudly? Especially if you're supposed to be exchanging confidential information.
Machen sie wohl extra für dich.
Hiya, Rosaria! D-Luke! Paimon knew we'd find you here.
Looks like it's about to get even noisier.
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Traveler, Paimon, what brings you our way?
Ich habe einen Brief für jeden von euch. Du übergibst Varkas Briefe ihrem Empfänger.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely no excuse for his crimes. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
Huh? Drop what? What's this about?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot of details. There's clearly more to it.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up...
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go. You and the Knights of Favonius were constantly at odds.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. I've had a lot of time to reflect since then, but my answer remains unchanged. I'm not rejoining the Knights of Favonius. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep...
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the inside?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
Aber ihr seid doch beide der Organisation, oder habe ich da jetzt was
You
falsch
think so?
verstanden?
Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the rules of the Church?
Ah nee, die gehört ja zur Kirche.
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the Church and not the Knights to begin with?
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell.
Sie streiten sich nicht. Sie haben nur unterschiedliche Methoden, um die Menschen um sich herum zu beschützen.
Oh, kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the better. Huh?
Oh, ob das wohl genau das ist, was Varka sich erhofft hat? Wer weiß. Sprich mit allen. Okay, sprechen wir... Hey, wo ist denn Rosaria hin? Ist sie nach oben gegangen oder wo ist sie? Ich würde dann eher... Ach, hier ist sie.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble for other people.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly so we could come say hello.
Außerdem würde ich das nicht wirklich einen Streit nennen. Ihr habt einfach unterschiedliche Vorstellungen dafür, wie man Mondstadt beschützen sollte.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean? Was Varka lying in his letters?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine. As was, there are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Those people are the most susceptible to being driven to extremes by not only that, but it happened to a Knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home for Varka. And that's why his nagging is even more persistent than usual.
Ein Gerechtigkeitsfanatiker, der ins Extreme abdriftet? Willst du damit sagen, dass so etwas einem Ritter des Nordwinds passiert ist?
Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been extinguished twice in history.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this? Wait, and then we got caught up talking about the
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. The second crisis in the Knights of Boreas lineage. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been. Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself. But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest Knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Der blutbefleckte Heiland.
Yikes! Bloodstained Knight? That sounds a little ominous.
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight. But he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether he was already too far gone to... But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back, perhaps things would have turned out. So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know... After all these years, he's still as persistent as ever.
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Paimon had the wrong idea about him. Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years? If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened to Roland.
Sollen wir uns die Antwort direkt aus erster Hand oder eher aus erster Pfote holen? Und wo wir gerade dabei sind, können wir uns auch gleich mit Loen im Wolfenlauf treffen.
That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much lately, but he always seems happy to oblige.
Na gut. Gehen nach Wolfenlauf? Aber wollen wir denn nicht vorher noch mit den beiden hier sprechen? Machen wir den nächsten Part. Dann versuchen wir, ob wir dort nochmal mit den beiden sprechen können. Aber ich bezweifle es eher. Na gut, Leute, dann sage ich mal bis dann und ciao. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal.